Hello friends, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of If You Judge It By Its Cover here on Johnson's Ever After. I am Ashley. Welcome. I hope you enjoy these videos I make where I talk about books. This is my second one back, and yes, it is being filmed on the same day. I'm kind of having a bulk filming day while we also prepare to go away for the weekend. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. My son is sitting right here and he's got a lot to say. Anyways, so I thought I would get into the next book, which is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. There you go. Take a nice good look at the screen. Woo! I actually quite love Emily Henry. For me, just like I've heard it is the case for many people, some books I think are amazing, and then some books just aren't for me. I think she is a very talented writer, so I always like to give her book a chance. For example, I loved Beach Read. I did not care for Happy Place or People We Meet on Vacation. Not that they were bad, they just weren't for me. I couldn't get into them. But I absolutely loved Book Lovers. Now, hold on, I gotta take a drink of water. Alright, we're back. Anyways, so Book Lovers, kind of the basis for this one, is a woman who is a, I believe, book agent, right? Yes, she's a book agent, and she is kind of talking about how in the stories, how in all the romance books, there's the story of the guy, the stuck-up person goes to a small town and meets the love of their life and leaves behind the rigid partner back home. She refers to herself as that partner back home because she has various standards, and she's been dumped that way 4 times. And in this book, her sister talks her into going on a sister's trip to a small town because her sister she believes she needs a romance revitalization, you know, kind of to believe in romance again. And she even makes this checklist of all the stuff she has to do that are gonna make it a rom-com or like a heartwarming movie, kind of like a Hallmark movie-esque thing. Only the catch is when they get to the town, which, by the way, is a town set to her favorite client's last book, she runs into the man who was the agent who said it was not marketable. And he's kind of in her mind been her enemy all these years. They're not like barking at each other enemies, but there is definitely some banter, some catty back and forth, for lack of a better way to describe it. Anyway, so she runs into him, and somehow, I can't remember, I don't want to give all the details because then you won't read the book. They wind up working together on that author's next book. And they're kind of forced to coexist, and, you know, they're kind of, it's kind of a frenemy vibe, but you can tell there's definitely attraction there. And, you know, the story goes on, and all this stuff happens, and she worries her sister is keeping secrets, and that there's a weird reason that she brought her to this town. I really enjoyed these characters. I thought this was very well written. I thought this fit perfectly, like... My son just dumped his entire toolbox out. Anyways, you know, the whole basis is that she doesn't want her life to be like those romance books because she doesn't believe it's a real thing, but she's, you know, determined to prove she's not some villain because she doesn't want to be heartbroken. But I feel like this book, it's so good. I feel like it would be an extremely good Hallmark movie. Maybe a little spicier than a Hallmark movie. It's not super spicy, but I think there are definitely scenes, and it was great. And, you know, you go up, there's ups and downs, and you're like, at one point you're like, just kiss already. And another guy she like goes on a date with, and I'm like, no, don't waste your time with this guy. No, like, my head hurts just reading this guy talking. But it was a very good read. I highly recommend it. Honestly, for me, it was a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I believe Emily Henry does have another book coming out next month. I think it's called like Funny Story or something like that. I definitely want to give it a chance. So we'll see if I can actually get my hands on that. But I don't know. That being said, this has been my book review for Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Like, don't you just love that cover? Doesn't that look so fun? I love that. It is not lost on me that the books of hers I love were very, very book-based. I know that the others were too, but this was more centered. But yeah, so I love those books. And if you read this book, please let me know what you thought. Or if you have a book you think you would like me to review, please let me know in the comments. I'm so grateful that you've taken the time to watch this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.